we are going to look at the cheat sheet. Word of the year and the guiding statement, we've already gone over. That was your last video if you did watch it on your Get Started video. So the next two things on the cheat sheet are mindful mornings and final three for me. It's been a lot of years that I've put this practice into place, and I believe wholeheartedly in bookending each and every day. And what I mean by that is how I start and how I end my day is very predictive of how my day is going to go. So these two steps, if this was the only thing that you did, well, actually, there would be two things. If there was only two changes that I would ask you to make, it would be these, and then at the bottom, the gratitude. Those would be major game changers in people's day. And I've seen it happen over and over again. So mindful mornings is how you start your morning each and every morning. It's how you set the stage for the day. So for some people, they do their intentions, they do affirmations, gratitude. There's a number of things, and you'll see in the book that there is a list. It's included on page 13. If you've never done this before, there's certainly some there for you to pick from. But if you have done this before, then it's just about staying consistent in that routine. And then the final three for me is exactly the same, but you're doing it at the end of the day. And so both of these are extremely important activities. So you will see them included in your weekly planning. So you will pick your mindful morning activities. You will pick your final three for me activities. If this is new to you, you might want to change them up. If you're like me and have been doing this for years, we're pretty set in what our routines are. And so we build that in. So that is mindful mornings and final three for me. The bucket list is just a super fun activity. It's creating 100 things that you would like to do this year over the next 12 months. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be these big grandiose goals. It could be anything from going on a 15-minute walk in nature. Anything at all. The other thing that I want to keep in mind is it might also be, what do you need to take off? What do you need to get rid of? It doesn't always have to be what do you add to. Sometimes it could be, as we say in here, how can I hit delete? So bucket list is a really fun activity. It's included at the beginning of the planner. So I do want to make sure that you try to get that in. It's always enjoyable. So work on that. Focus 5. So that is where you're starting to build consistency in making habits, routines, and rituals. So it is looking at the 5 things that you would like to build on each and every month. Now, again, if you've never done this before, you may choose to have your focus 5 around your zone. But if you have done this before, you may decide that there's other habits and other routines or rituals that you are trying to utilize. And so if that's the case, then you can put that in there. So you will see your focus 5 is also in your weekly planning on your weekly spreads. It's also in your goal setting and your monthly. So just looking at what are the 5 things that you want to work on. Don't really, if you want to pick more than 5, I guess you could. I don't advise it, truthfully. I tell people when I first start working with them, pick 3 to 5 things that, you know, it's a little bit easier, achievable, and attainable. I was challenged one year. It was like, I think 13, way too many things. The focus wasn't there. I couldn't stay consistent with the practice, and then I just felt deflated. 5 is just a nice little magical number. That's why we picked focus 5. Gratitude. Gratitude is life-changing. So with gratitude, if this isn't a practice for you already, each day there's a spot in your planner for you to write down 1 to 3 things that you're grateful for. If you've never done it before and you're just doing it that way, I would say I would like to challenge you to do your gratitude 1 to 3 things that you are grateful for from today. So that's what you would write at the end of the day in your planner. If you've done a gratitude practice before, then what I would invite you to do, and this is the practice that I do, in a separate journal, I write my 5 gratitudes that I am thankful for in the morning. So that is one of my mindful morning activities that I do. I write 5 things that I'm grateful for, and that can be anything in the world, you guys. It doesn't have to be from today. It doesn't have to be from that activity. I mean, honestly, I'm doing it in the morning. So for me, the day hasn't happened. So I don't have, I mean, I'm always thankful for that fresh cup of coffee in the morning. I'm always thankful to be given another opportunity to live another day, but I would like like to look at just all kinds of generalized things. So in the morning, that's what I do. And then my night practice, so my final 3 for me is 3 things that I'm grateful for from the day. So that's your cheat sheet. I thought I would kind of veer back and just mention about sticky notes. I want you to flip back a page, read about the negotiables and the non-negotiables. I find that that little sticky note trick has been life-saving. I started that when I was teaching. And so basically what I do, my non-negotiables, they go straight into my planner, and I get them all written down right away. But my negotiables, I do write them on a sticky note so that I can choose to move them from one day to another, 1 week to another. And I don't feel defeated when I didn't achieve that activity and have to scribble that out and rewrite the non-negotiable, or sorry, the negotiable that I was looking at. So that is your cheat sheet information. That's a quick little short video on what that is. If you have any questions, pop them into the Facebook planner group and we'll be sure to help you out. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day or the next video.